Hey, how you doing?
Hey Paul, how are you?
Pretty good. You're early today.
Pardon?
You're early today. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need help.
Okay. Yeah. No. No worries. Like, no. I actually, I got your, like the lectures you guys have for, I think, the pandas or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How did you guys like? How did you like that one?
It was interesting to me. I can see um how it would be beneficial. It was just so fast.
Did you
And
guys cover all of that? That's a lot of like notebooks.
yeah, we covered all of that in the Saturday session, and then tonight is Pandas round two, and
Pandas round two. Okay, that's good. Okay.
I'm sure something else. And then I think the homework for this week will be um, Pandas homework with Jupyter. So
Okay.
yes, that's why it's always like I feel like I'm about a week behind because it's all these things are so fast.
Nah. I feel like we can probably the way I would probably like do it, did you want to just talk about or maybe I think it's more effective if you did it on your screen.
Okay.
Like you can just show me the ones on if you want to cover pandas or like the homework or like even my I feel like I was looking at this, right? This is Jupyter Notebook.
Uh-huh.
And like when I looked at the first one, it's like, okay, this is like the stuff we covered in my lesson. And then like it doesn't really have loops yet. This part right here isn't that bad. Just like taking a look at like how this is applied. This is really the regular way of doing it. This now it's like the what you should be doing with databases with like pandas. Like what you have here is really like okay if you it's just mini steps. Like for each one, you're really just like doing the same thing as what we did. Like the CSV. If that
Yeah.
there's a relation there, yeah. It was really and then it's just maybe the syntax that will probably. But I'm really glad that he put some comments at least on these.
He just went so fast, and then there was a couple of times where the output files that he had
Hmm.
created for our personal desktops to pull
Yeah.
didn't pull onto Jupyter, I think. And so it
Okay.
would read it, so we'd have to create it. And he's like, just create the file and output it there. And I'm like, what? How do you?
Okay, let's see what you have. I'll do my best to like navigate through Jupyter. Jupyter is definitely. I'm glad that you guys got into Jupyter as fast as it was only like last week you started, and now you're doing Jupyter Notebook already. So that's really like where you're gonna be doing most of your stuff, and not the primitive, like terminal running Python way. Can you hear me? Mm, I'm having bad connections, I think. Oh, come on. Hmm. What is going on? Hello?
I'm back.
Hey, yeah. I thought I lost you there. I was like, oh, what happened? I thought it was me, actually. I thought it was me.
I wasn't sure. I looked on my internet and it was full bars and I'm plugged in. So I don't know. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
more fires going on, I think. So who knows?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you have if you have Spectrum, that's the thing.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it's I upgraded last week to faster upload speed. So got
Yeah, I
everything
think I have to
fixed
do that
there.
as well. I want to do the 1 gig. I think I'm upgraded next week. Hopefully that happens. So okay. Anyways, yeah, you want to show me your screen?
Sure. Now that I had to close everything. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna
Okay.
um uh open my
I
I had
wanted
a
to ask you about the Mac of how you operate Jupyter Notebook. How do you guys do that? Like I'm pretty sure you probably figured it out already, right?
uh
It's
God,
really
remember. Oh, I know. You know what? I am opening. I'll show you.
Sure.
So you should be able to hopefully see now. So he
Okay.
has us open. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. I don't know if you could see my bigger screen.
I see the
Anaconda. Or did
I don't see that one.
Okay, I'll pull this down here.
Okay, I see it now. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
Okay, so he has this open this. So I opened Jupyter Lab, this one.
Oh, I see. Okay, try click on it. Yeah, this is how you guys do it. Yeah, either one, Jupyter Lab or Notebook, should work. Because the way we do it in Windows or PC is you have to go to a terminal and type in Jupyter Notebook. I guess it's easier for you because you have a GUI.
Let's see here. Well, that doesn't look like before. Well, I take that.
Go back to that one and then click on Notebook.
Oh, this one, Jupyter Notebook. Sorry.
Yeah. But both of them should be able to get you to the same step. But like, let's just work with a Notebook one for now.
Okay. Can I move this up to the next screen, or you don't see it anymore?
I don't see that one anymore. Yeah.
Okay. Bummer.
Okay, let's see this one.
Okay.
Yep, this looks familiar.
Okay. So obviously you saw my crazy commands there on the right.
Yeah, it does that. It does that. Like. But I think for this one now, what's nice about Jupyter Notebook is you can really navigate just through your browser.
Well, that'll be good. I'm trying to get it to where you can see it better.
Okay. For this one, you could probably just cover that one now. Yeah, we're going to be working with the browser fully. Like you can technically just like minimize that terminal.
This one? Okay.
Yeah, you honest. As long as you don't close it, you need to have it open. But
Okay.
We don't need it to run things now.
Yeah, it's minimized. Okay. Okay.
Let's what do you want to do first? You want to we can technically take a look at, because since we're on the notebook, it has to be a notebook file. Maybe the lectures you guys have.
Yes, let's do that. I do want to do eventually before the end of take a look at the homework. I wasn't able to show it on terminal and output.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to start with first? Because this one's we could cover like like the lecture you guys already covered, and then there's nothing to do with it. Did you want to just cover most of the homework first?
Yeah, just because I feel like I got stuck, and what I was saying, actually talking to myself.
For this one, the one thing, try opening that, because the main, yeah, just click on that one. I think it'll open it'll open something like this. This is not a notebook, it's just a file. Okay.
So this was the one where last Friday we started out, and you helped me set it up the beginning, and then you said continue with the calculations, what you find. So I did a lot of research on that. It was hard for me to create, mathematically into this program.
Yeah.
What you do, what the proper setup was. So that took a while, and I may have messed up there.
I think what you have right now, does this one run?
I don't know. I tried running it, and I was in Visual Studio Code, and I tried running how you showed me to. I'm sure I missed a step, but it would not read into terminal at all. So I have no idea.
Oh, so it doesn't read into terminal? Okay.
I can see the file and I open it, but when I go to, say if I'm in Visual Studio Code, I'll say file save, the run and debug, or run without debugging. then it brings up a menu of, do I want to run it in Chrome or some other option?
Okay.
But it doesn't even go.
Were you running it here in Jupyter Notebook?
No, no.
Okay, you were
We
running
haven't
it in the
gotten to
terminal?
that yet, so I wasn't sure if I could transfer that
Okay.
data over to this.
Let's do it the way we did it before. I'll show you how you do it in Jupyter next, or if we have time. Let's try to look for the file in the terminal. So the one that you close, I think.
Okay.
Or like, yeah, right there. I think we can run it from there. Try yeah. Let's see.
You think I can run this one? Okay.
Try to let me see. Try to open up a new one.
Let's see here. Oh, this one is
I think you can open up, if you close this one, I think something will happen there.
there's this one. See,
Yeah.
then it, okay.
Try to open up a new one if you can.
Can I terminate, or do you want me not to?
Don't terminate this one, because this is gonna close your Jupyter Notebook. Try to go up top and open up a new one. Like if you go to like, click on the terminal, like on the terminal itself. The terminal, like, because you're in a Safari right now. Try click on the terminal.
Okay.
You know the screen you had before.
Oh my God.
The one with all the codes. Yeah, this guy on the right, bottom right.
Okay.
Click on this guy. Okay, you see the ribbon up top that says terminal? Like up top next to the apple. Like it says terminal right up top left.
Oh, geez. Yes. Sorry.
Click on that one. Try and go to shell. It doesn't tell you. Oh, here, new window. Go on that one. New or new command. What does that say? New command. Yeah, that one. Ah, that's not the one. Try. It's probably new window. New window with the same command. Click on just new window with, yeah, there you go.
That good?
Okay. Oh no, okay. Nah, this is bad. Like try exit this one. Terminate, yeah. You already have. Go back and say new window, but not the same command with profile basic. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, this is the one you want. So try to open up that like the file that you just open, yeah. Okay. Okay, it's in here. Okay, that's good. Try running this one.
And then what he told us to do is to say, Panda activate Python data. So it changes from base to Python data.
Okay.
So then it actually reads the code, I guess. So
yeah.
From there, then I was like in Visual Studio Code, trying to run it, and it wouldn't read like we had tried last week.
So this is how you guys run the Python files? He told you guys to do this? Yeah. This seems like different. Like I don't think the way I did it makes sense to run it that way. This is like the more complicated way. Did you try running it that way? Like the way I had it? I mean, if you can run, I'm pretty sure you don't have, there's many ways of running something. Like
I never tried anything in Jupyter because we had just started learning it. And
try for this one. Try to go back. Type in CD and then the curly brace. Or like the tilde. You know the tilde?
This one?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, where are you at now? You're still in Python data. I need you to go back to.
Oh, I think I need to shut down because I don't, or I'll open a new window because I don't think I can.
Yeah, let's try running it the way we did before. That's the way that works.
Okay.
I don't know why he wants you guys to open up Python data when it's already linked.
You know, good question.
You know how like I'm thinking like he wants you guys to link the database, the Excel file to your Python file.
Oh, that could be it. Reading the CSV files, reading it
But
together.
yeah, but the thing is, you already coded that in your Python file.
Oh, you know, there's a lot of things I'm questioning, and it's,
Okay, from here, try type in Python main.py. Yeah. This is the usual way of running things.
is it what it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What did you say to type in?
Python and then main.py.
That's what I.
This is the usual way of running things. Like try
Okay,
click up this one.
that's, you know what, I didn't. I must have written that down wrong. Okay. So
this one, we have to debug this one. So we have to go to line 10. Let's take a look at the actual file on Jupyter Notebook.
okay, let me pull this down.
So much Windows. Okay.
There we go. Okay, so why a server error? Weird.
Hmm.
Can't connect. I'm
Oh yeah,
all
you can.
set.
You can't connect. Like usually, you can't go back after because you're already in Jupyter. Try click on that. Click here to go to Jupyter. Click here to that one. Yeah. This is Jupyter Lab. This is Jupyter Lab.
Oh, okay.
Just click on that one maybe.
Jupyter Lab. I don't want that.
What about this one? I think this one works.
This
Or what
one?
you were on.
Oh yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Okay. So, so this is the one where, yes. So this
Okay, and it says line 10, right?
line 10, yes, with open CSV path. So I had described it up before
Okay.
to join
Let's
it.
join. Okay, what did it say though? Like what about it? Like what was the error? With open. Oh, I see what's going on. You know, the width, the width has to be lowercase w.
Oh, oh my.
That's a keyword, yeah. Now it's good. Now it's a keyword.
So then,
It turned green.
do I save it then?
Yeah, save it here
Okay.
and then rerun it, yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, now there's something else. Okay, so new line, let's see. New line.
is that maybe one word?
It's one word, yeah.
One word.
Good job, yeah, that was a good.
I'll get 1 out of 100.
It's a debugger now.
It's the little things right now.
No, that's good. That's really okay. Okay, what about this one? Let's look at this one.
This is the delimiter. There's something with the.
Okay, this one you need an equal sign.
Oh.
Yeah, the delimiter is like technically saying like, okay, this is gonna be the you have this rows, right? And then I'm gonna separate them using a comma for each individual cell. You just have to do it that way. It's just there's nothing avoiding it because let's see if it runs.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
good. It moved on. Let's look at this one. All right.
List.
Okay. So this one, why do you think it gave you an error?
So I'm declaring it as an open list. Do I need, let's see here.
I think you could make this, you could do this one of two ways.
Like 0?
Because like how do you define an empty list in Python?
Finding an empty list. Is it quote marks?
You can either do you know the square brackets like in revenue. You could do it that way, just that, or I think what you could do is list just the and parentheses.
Oh, just the regular parentheses?
Yeah, like if you did like list this guy. Yep, yeah, like that. That's another way. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's try to do this one.
I'm still getting used to what they all mean.
Yeah. The thing is, okay. So what is this sound saying? Okay, it moved on. That's good. Now you're at 23.
So that's interesting though, because
Okay.
oh, is it because month is a list? That's why it's parentheses, and then the rest I don't say a list.
It's it's pretty much the same thing. You know how the list is a keyword? It's like a function, like list the name.
Uh-huh.
You could define like things in Python either with like symbols or like a word. Like so list, like typing the word and parentheses. It's pretty much equivalent to saying give me an empty list which is the same as like putting two brackets with nothing inside.
Okay.
It's just using words or symbols. Either way works. And that's like one of those things, like you have different options.
Okay. Don't give me options. I just need one.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I need to.
One way I would say is, you know how you have month revenue change? Maybe stick to one thing there, yeah. It doesn't, like, you know how you have the list there and then the revenue? You can make them all like words if you want. Or brackets.
So if I change to list, I would do regular parentheses behind all of these.
Yeah, it's really up to you, whichever one works.
We'll find out.
Okay.
Okay, so then line 23, invalid syntax. So the function,
Okay.
header.
Let's look at this one.
Colon.
Let me see. Okay. Okay.
The header.
So when you're printing something, what do you usually put inside the argument, like inside?
Print. What I put inside the argument, the noun or the base, and then what the output is.
Okay. So you know how like you have this CSV header?
Uh-huh.
Like in essence, if you take a look at this, it's like you could just print out CSV header, but then like the way I would do this is probably just printing out a string. So maybe when you're printing out a string, you have to put things inside the quotation marks, right?
Okay.
So you have to move, yeah.
So instead of a function, do a string. That's easier?
For this one, it's more like, so you know how like you have header and then you have the quotation, put the quotation mark all the way at the end. Yeah, that way.
Like that?
Yeah. And then the F should be, I think, yeah, leave the F where it was.
Wait, leave it. Okay. So then, sorry.
Let me see this one.
Function of the header and the output is the header.
Yeah.
Call the header, pull it from the file into the header.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that should work right there.
Should work? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, it moved on. That's good.
Thank God.
What did we just do, you know?
I guess the whole point, right, is debugging and learning.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I was learning is like, what can you do? And then how can you move on? And you'll figure it out later once you have a working program. Okay, let's look at this. So what is wrong with this one? It looks like it's good.
Does total need to be capitalized because it wasn't up here? Or am I missing? Well, no, it's just a basic total.
Try putting in like parentheses this sum profit loss. Put them inside of parentheses in case it yeah.
Okay.
Try running that one.
Well, it keeps
Still something wrong with it. Okay, that wasn't it.
unexpected indent. Oh.
Try go back, yeah. Like try to yeah, take out the indentation, right, or the tab, whatever.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it does help you a little bit.
Gets to the edge. I'll try that. That's interesting because I put all calculations indented just for easier reading, but we'll see.
Right.
Oops.
Okay, so that is the error, indentation error. It's with all of them.
Oh my gosh, that's so interesting because, you know, in God, what was it, VBA code? It was all
Yeah.
indenting to the nth degree.
I know, right? Yeah, it's just like you know how we're going through that process there, and it gives you this. For some reason, yeah, in Python, you have to be careful with your indentation, but I don't usually get this. Like I wouldn't know why it makes a big difference, you know, because it's white space.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see though. There you go.
File or directory, Reese.
So this one is file not found. File not found. Okay. Is the file there? I guess that's one.
The file, yeah, the file's in the folder.
Let's take a look at that. This looks like it shouldn't. Let's see. Trace back my line with open. Let me just look back at the syntax. So it says with open. Okay. CSV path new line. Okay. You have that SCSV. Everything looks right.
File.
Try go up again. Resources. Okay. Budget that. Yeah. Okay. Let's just check the folder.
Okay.
It seems like it's. I don't know why it's not doing it.
Desktop. So.
Oh, I got it. So you know how like when you're doing this the CSV path, like for line 8.
Yes.
When you do this, yeah, like it wants you to look in a resources folder.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a bunch of things. There's a bunch of things actually.
I went down it. So new folder.
Okay.
Resources.
Okay, so that's what it wants you to do. Go look in resources folder. Okay. And then inside should be this file. But then you can rename it. You know, you can either rename the file here or rename the file in the code.
I'll just rename budget. Okay. It's so picky.
All right.
Okay.
It's this nitpicky things that really pisses people off. Because nothing in code is straightforward. There's like things that are like easy in you know what I mean in real life.
Right? It's like it's simple logic, but he did say at the beginning, you know, computers are stupid. You have
to. Yeah, I knew it was. It's like a calculator. Like, it's just a tool. Okay. What is going on?
File line 10.
Value, illegal new line value. Illegal new line value. With open. Okay.
Illegal new line value. Illegal. Jeez.
I know it's really hard. Try to look at a little. Maybe it's this new line. Let's just test this. The new the new line variable. Try like this space. You know how you have this apostrophe. Try
Yes.
to like make, because there's a space there. Try to delete that space, but it's just not that one. The inside inside the
Inside.
apostrophe.
Okay.
Yeah, take that. Yeah, like that. Yeah. And it's just one of those things. Like, well, okay, let's try something.
All right.
Okay, that one worked. That one worked. Okay, good.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Line
26.
26.
Weren't we just here?
I know it does this. It's like a scavenger or maze or whatever. Let's
You
say
could see
26.
why after hour 6, I'm like, nope.
Month dot append. Why is that wrong?
Month dot append row. Name row is not defined. I thought that was a what do you call it?
A keyword?
A keyword.
It's not green, but like, let's see. Did I define that somewhere? Oh, I did define it. I did define it. I did like a. Do you remember transferring over a, like it was like a, it was a loop. I did a loop. That's why.
Oh,
It was an index. Row was an index.
is it a is it
I
a
think we
pen
just have to do that. I think that's the way, because what I did there was the row was the index that came from the CSV reader, which is where we had everything, right? The CSV reader was like the Python object with all the columns, right? The
Yeah.
Excel file. And then what we wanted to do was put that in a row for each row.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you have to create a for loop.
Oh.
It's not bad. So on the top of yeah, like that. Enter it first, so that it's at the next line. Okay, and then so go back to 4 and then just type in like row or something. It has to match. It doesn't have to be row, but this has to match what you're doing here in dot append row. It has to match that. But it's like that and then in. You have to put in, for row in, and then CSV read, pretty much.
That?
CSV reader, like what you had before up top. How did you define CSV reader up top?
CSV reader. Okay, so we had it together.
Okay, yeah. And then did you guys cover for? I know we didn't cover it last time. I wanted to, but the way you define it is you could either have like for loop is you have the index row, and then in is like a membership operator.
Oh.
Yeah.
He didn't go. I mean, basic for loop, but then it was like maybe 15 minutes or so. You know, it was like pretty fast.
Yeah.
So
We'll cover it. Okay, so take out the equal sign. Take out the equal sign. So what ends up happening here is like, I'll just explain this line number 26 is you have CSV reader, right? What was CSV reader?
CSV reader.
Yeah, what is that? What is that object or variable?
That is what is that object? The budget data.
So we have the Excel, yeah, the Excel file, right? The CSV.
Yes.
And then when you do this CSV reader, you make it equal, this guy, like line number 11. Then you're just transferring all the database from Excel into Python, right? And that's what's inside CSV reader, right?
Right.
And then what we want to do is, so it's a bunch of lists now. So this CSV reader is a list, right?
Yep.
And what I want to do is I want to take each row, because then CSV reader has like 2 columns, right? It has like month and revenue.
Yes.
And then so in your mind, you're thinking, okay, it has 2 columns. You could even make this row like column, it doesn't matter. And I want to put like the first row, which is row 0, right?
Yeah, because 0 based, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Row 0, the first row, into a month, like the month list, which you define up top. It's like an empty month list.
Mm-hmm.
And how you do that is, so let's take, Because like the row, the first time this loop runs is it's gonna take the first row, and then it's gonna take the second row, which is 0 and 1, and then so what this list row, when you put in like brackets 0 on line number 27, like, so you have this row, right?
Yep.
And then this bracket 0. This means like, let's take a look at all of the month column. And then I want to add that by dot append into the month list. Maybe I'll explain that better. Can I show you something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I know that's a little confusing. I was like, what the heck are you talking about?
What?
Yeah. Let me just share my screen. I know. Like I said, it's when you're working with these things, it's a little hard to picture. Let's just start with a new one. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Let me start a new one here. So here you go. Okay, let's start out with like a regular one. So for example, CSV reader, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe I had for my first like 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. That's for my first row, right?
Mm-hmm.
My second row is like 4, 5, 6. And then let's just print that. Print. See if it works. Okay, so it works. So for example, this is my first, like this is my month. And this right here is the revenue. This is what it's doing. It's like when you transfer it into CSV Reader, you have 2 rows. Yeah, you have month, which is 1, 2, 3, and then another row, which is 4, 5, 6, right?
Yeah.
And then what if I wanted to do this one there? Reader. What if I wanted to just get the first month, or like the first row, which is this 1, 2, 3? You just do this. It gives you the first thing in that list, the first element.
Okay. Wow.
If you did like the second, which is this guy, it's this guy, right?
Okay.
So, and then, so now what I want to do is like, I want to create like month, and month is like an empty list, right?
Yes.
Let's take a look at what month is. So let's print month. So it is indeed an empty list, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to put 1, 2, 3. Supposedly this is our pseudo month. So 1, 2, 3, I want to put this in the empty list, right?
Uh-huh.
So let's try to do that. How you do that is you take the empty list, you dot append, and then whatever you put inside here is whatever you want to put inside the month empty list. So what was it? It was this guy, right?
The 0. Yeah. The month. Yep.
Okay, and let's just print that out. Let me see. Actually, let me just print that one. There you go. So month. So now all of this guy is inside this guy.
Inside of the none file?
Yeah.
No.
This one. Month. It's inside month now.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. So the moment that you do like this guy, this append, you're taking like what you had here, which is you have to really track what this does, like because then CSV Reader is what was the database, right?
Yeah.
And then the first row or column is 0, and then what that does is it just takes this guy, the first element here, puts it inside CSV Reader, because then you're truncating everything else, and you want to take this guy, month, and then use append, because this is how you add it into month, the empty list. Before, month was just an empty list, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that again. So let's say like, what was the revenue? Let's make revenue an empty list. So print revenue in the beginning. Revenue is an empty list, right?
Yep.
And then let's do that again. Revenue dot append CSV Reader. And then supposedly pseudo revenue is the second column or second like row of CSV reader.
Mm-hmm.
And the second is the first one. So this is how you do that. Second row, second column of CSV reader, which is this guy.
Okay.
It's inside this. This is what I want to append to revenue.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that. Now you check back what revenue was initially this guy, right? It was empty.
Yes. Yeah.
And then after you appended it, now you have that guy inside this guy. So this is what we're doing. Does that kind of make more sense?
It does. It does. Yeah. It does. When it's in simplified form like this, it's like when I get into like the mass.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the way I would usually would think about these things is try test something that's easy. You know, like the logical steps, and then go back to your code and see if because the same thing should occur, like the same logic, the steps, but then you're working with big numbers now, like a big database.
Yeah.
But you have to know like the concept, the basic concept, like this thing, what is happening inside that first line, you know?
Yeah, I need to read it, capture the information, append it to the main source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have your CSV file. You want to transfer it using that CSV reader line that we wrote. And then, all your database now from the Excel is in Python. It should look like this if you were to print it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if you want to test it out, by checking what CSV reader is. Let's check. Let's check how we can do that.
Okay. Do you want me to share my screen again?
Yeah. I know it will take time, but I know you're gonna get it.
I will. It's just I'm so right-brained, and this is such a left-brain activity.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
That's not trying to explain the kind of like a picture of the why, the flow.
Yeah.
Because the flow makes sense, but then once you start doing the quantitative stuff, okay, let's try check what is in CSV Reader. We can technically do that by how let's try highlight. Let's see if you can do it here. Try highlight 15 to all the way down from 15. Actually, no, you don't have to do it. Like try to let me see. Let me think. Try to copy all of this and open up a new notebook.
Is there an easy way to copy and without?
Is there select all?
Let's see here.
There's also. Is there command like maybe CMD A? Command and an A.
Ah.
There you go. Yeah, and then like copy. And then try opening up a new notebook. Yeah. Okay, this is not a notebook. We have to. This is still a .py. Let's try go to the desktop Python challenge. I think it's like the third tab. Or just opening up a notebook. We could just do that. Just launch the notebook again. Okay, this one is going to open up something. Okay. Okay, good.
Gotcha. Okay.
Try go to here. On the right side, it says new, upload and new. And go to Python 3. Okay, here. And then paste everything here. Okay, and then run this one, Shift Enter. Okay, so let me think if it did run it, but then it messed up on 26. Oh, we could probably debug this on here, yeah. Go to with a for loop. You know the for loop that we're creating?
Yeah.
Try go back to that. Like, he wants you to put in like a colon. Oh yeah, I guess this will help. This will help because you know how we had like line numbers on the other one?
Yeah.
Try go to view, file edit view. It just thinks that you have to go to view toggle line numbers. Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my God, thank you.
Okay. Line 26, next to 4-row in CSV, put in like a colon. Okay. Try doing that again.
Running it again.
Yeah.
Line 27. Expected an indent block. Of course you did.
Another one. Oh, because it's a for loop. It's a for loop. That's why.
Okay.
Same with that guy. Yeah.
Okay. Oops. Shift return.
On that. So resources budget is it? Oh yeah. This one's fine. Let's just get because I just wanted to check something. Try to print like on the next line, not the one that you have on this one line right here, number 1. Type in print CSV reader. Would okay. I think you need a parentheses. We'll see though.
Okay.
Yeah, you need a parentheses.
Okay.
Okay. I see. Let's go back. Let's see if because I wanted to check what CSV reader is doing.
So it's not defined. I thought we defined it like to the nth degree.
What? Try save this file where you had your main, like where you had your main file.
Oh, wait. Save as.
Yeah, it usually does this. Try.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to type in where it is. Yeah, pretty much.
See if I remember.
What you could do is you could actually go back to where that is, and then I think in the actual file, yeah, and try to look for like where it is. I know there's a way for you to like show where that is here. Do you remember doing that in math?
It wouldn't. It's always it's a GUI based thing here. It won't.
Get info, maybe. Yeah.
Oh Lordy.
Yeah, we'll just have to manually know where it is.
CSV reader. No.
The main file, Then the one that you were in, dot py. Yeah.
That
It's
was.
like, there's like multiple.
It's in multi, yeah, exactly. I know Python challenge.
Okay.
That up, and then the PyBank,
Okay.
and then
It's in
main.
here, right? So that's
Yeah.
it. Like, where is Python challenge though? Is it in that? Is it in desktop?
It's yes, it's in desktop.
Okay. We just have to complete this one. So. Let's I think this is where it is. This I think you can stop at like you don't have to put main.py. Just type in enter a notebook path relative to notebook. You should name this before you do this. Try to copy this whole thing first. Like copy what you wrote, so you don't have to write it again. And you know where it says untitled up top, untitled.
Yes. Yeah.
Type in like main whatever the file is.
Will that override the?
And put in IPYNB. It has to be IPYNB. Yeah. Okay. And then try to save as this where you had it before, or where you want it, where the main file is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I think, did it work?
I think, I mean, it auto save. Let's see here. Let's,
It changed the name to, try go back one.
change the
Oh,
name.
yeah, go to that challenge one, yeah. Where is it? Oh, right there, I see it. Try go back. Uh, it's named pybank.pynv.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
What we can do is try exit out of this pybank, the the one that you have in like the Jupyter notebook.
Okay.
Like just exit out of this first, and then we'll rename it and open it back up again.
Can I close and halt? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Sorry, he hasn't taught us all the commands.
Okay, and then okay, go back to what you had there, like where, okay, like right there. You could technically navigate here. Yeah, we'll just change the name and move it. Right here, pipe. Go back. So like this pieback thing. Let's try renaming that to like main.
Oh, I can't just right click. Okay. I thought I could
Is there a
read.
way to like maybe hold, like click and hold?
Oh, I wonder if I can just do this. Here we go.
Yeah, you can just do that too.
I can do PyBank test maybe,
Okay.
or where we think, because it's not the main one yet, right? Not until we've debugged everything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do that, and then we have to put it in the same place as where you had main though.
Okay. IPYNB, is that what the,
Yeah.
okay.
So
All right.
okay, let's try moving this. So you can go back to where that desktop is, or you know where yeah, here, and then click on. This is like a tough one. Like I don't like that moving things here because it's not like drag or drop. You have to click the box, the check box, and then go to where does it say move? You can duplicate it. Yeah, let's try duplicate it. Like click on duplicate. And then click on that one again. Click
This
on
one?
the checkbox for the PyBank test. Yeah, that one. Try click on drag out. Let me see this then. I know you can move it around. Yeah. What we could do is just go back to the Finder. Let's just move it there. It's easier that way.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what I usually do. So like go back to this guy and then just move it to where the main.py is. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's where you want it.
Okay.
And then now let's go back to that file and open it in Jupyter Notebook.
Oh, wait. Oh, because I did.
Yeah, click on that one, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's see, because then you have resources and budget data. Let's see if you can run this now.
Okay.
And oh, you have to run the top one first, like the very first code. This guy.
How do I get in there and just run a certain area? He didn't show us that. Do I
You
just
can't really. You can, you have to like click on it or and then rerun the whole thing. Yeah.
like that?
You click on the go back on the top. Go back to so click on the cell like here.
Line 20.
Anywhere.
There we go.
Yeah, and then just like, did he tell you guys the shortcut to run it?
No.
Oh, he didn't tell you guys that? Okay. That's usually how okay, I guess just click on run. Okay, what does it say for?
It's still not defined.
Okay, now click on line 5 and then run that one. Not that line. Like try go back to the bottom.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So the box like in 5, yeah, click on that and then click run again. Here we go. It did it. So this CSV that reader, this is what that is. It's like, I know it's a little weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the object ID. So each object has like an ID, and this is that ID. I guess you just have to trust me when I say that all of, you know, remember what I just explained? Like it had like the bunch of like rows. That's everything is in there. You're not able to check what is in there, but that is what that is.
Okay.
CSV, yeah. So that one worked. And then like all you have to do, let's see if we can run it here. Since it's already set up, we just have to debug the line of code.
So shift enter again.
Yeah. Let's try to debug like this value error.
Oh. Okay.
So this value error says like line 26.
Line 26. Okay.
Okay. So this one seems like it works. So, but then what? Why is it? So revenue append. Okay, that's good. I'm just trying to compare what you have with like the what? Let me see the term print data to calculate. Okay, total months. Print line. Okay, that works. Where's the revenue one? Total revenue. Oh, maybe that total revenue line. Yeah, this one we have to mess with this one. It has to be. Like revenue, did you try copying in what I had?
I didn't. I was trying to do this, you know, myself and kind
Because
of.
this right here, it's a little, it won't work because like what you had, this profit loss. What is this profit loss? Like what object is this? What's inside it?
That is. Oh, you know what? I don't think I.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, where's I was trying to look for where it was defined.
Yeah, I don't think I defined it.
Okay.
You know, I think it's revenue change. Well, let's see here. Total revenue. No, because that revenue change is the next one. Yeah, I was just doing profits minus loss. You know what? I was thinking in math terms, not Python terms. So I'm at a loss here as to how to actually show it.
Okay, so print at least, yeah, when you want to do total revenue, one way I would do it is like, so the revenue, let's try print out what is in revenue first. So now like, what you want to do is like, you want to test it at the bottom first. So let's, how I usually would do this is try to highlight everything from 34 and down. 34 and down.
34 down?
Yeah, 34 down, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, what I usually do is like, you do that and then, can you just comment it? Oh, you can't even do that. That's pretty weird. So I would probably just like copy that somewhere else, like 34 down.
Okay.
It's like you want to debug your code one by one, like not like the full code.
New notebook, Python 3. Okay.
Okay.
The profit loss not defined. Okay. So, you know, I was thinking profit minus loss of profits.
Okay. So it did do that. So yeah, try that if that works. And because what we want to do is you have this revenue, right? The revenue column or row up top. You want to use that somehow.
So revenue equals, instead of total revenue, right? Because I defined revenue up there. I didn't do total revenue.
Okay, let's try print out first what is in a revenue. See like what we can do inside. So maybe put that like at line 33. And yeah, print out like revenue. Okay, let's see what happens. This is value error. Translate into. Why is there input on close file? What import operation on close file?
Did you mean? No.
This one. Okay. You know how like it says value error right there?
Yeah. Is
So
it, well, is this, oh, this whole thing. I was looking down here where it was highlighted into, okay.
when you run it, it usually runs it like one by one, like this code and then number 2 and then number 4.
Oh, so the
It doesn't
latest,
run the whole notebook. It doesn't run the whole notebook.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So we have to check why this is why it's giving you this value error. Row insists we reader.
Let's see here. For a row in the reader, you append it. You append the information into the reader.
Okay, so let's.
On closed file.
So like it seems like let me check that one. So that's a value error. Close file. A file that has been closed. That's what it says.
Very helpful.
Ways when you try to read from or write to a file that has been closed. It works when you're actually.
Should I just copy? I don't want to copy yours because I feel like I need to do this on my own, but I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. Like what you should do is after we print out revenue, we'll figure out like a command that will give you total revenue.
Okay.
But I want to see what I want to see what revenue does first.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if it's a closed value, closed
Like,
file, excuse me, the reader isn't closed.
let me even let me actually do that online and see what happens. Let's see, because like I ran the one I had on the terminal. Usually there's like this thing. There's this mismatch of like code if you run things in Jupyter Notebook and then on the terminal.
Oh,
Some things work, some other stuff that they don't. So that's why I always stick to like coding it. I don't like mismatch them. Let me just check first. Let's see. All right, perfect. Okay, so that's good.
I bet all my other calculations are going to do that.
Yeah, that's like if this is probably like the harder one because I know when you have this one, this is just transferring it over so that you can do some math. Let's see, PyBank.
Yeah, I did purely math, not Python math. Er.
Now we'll get there. Let me see. Just trying to save this as a. I see. Why is it doing that? Come on.
Would it be maybe total underscore revenue equals the sum of revenue? Like it's calculating.
So you know how like the revenue like value, you have to add all those like individual elements in there because right now it's like a list of elements. Like each cell is inside
Right.
revenue, and
Right.
total revenue is pretty much adding each individual like cell, right, in Excel pretty much.
Yes.
But what
Yeah.
you could do is we'll we'll figure out like a command where, but then the revenue right now inside it, it's all strings. You can't just add them.
Oh.
You have to convert the string into like an integer.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. It's like one of those things. Yeah.
Oh, is what I'm doing like much harder than what you got to? Again, I don't want to copy. I want to.
Yeah, we're figuring like instead of using map, we have to do something else. I'll show you that one. There's another way, but I just want to see what's inside it first. So, all right, there you go. All right, perfect. So now I got it into the notebook. Okay, I got it to work. On my notebook. Let me just check out. Let me see if I change and print revenue. Yeah, this is a huge one as I remember. List comprehension. There you go. Hello? It happened again.
I know, it's just crazy.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Anyways, I figured it out. Let's try. Yeah, share your screen. I'll show you a way that can convert it using a loop, like I said.
Sorry, I had to shut down and start over again. Apologies. Let me open this up really fast.
Okay.
And
I think you can do it this way. If we make it work, instead of doing the mapping, it's let's see.
let's see here. Sorry, I'll share my screen here in a sec. I'm just launching Notebook again.
Okay, let's see, revenue. So revenue, you could use a loop there and change it from each individual one. So do you remember talking about like the revenue is a string, right?
Yes, yes.
So what we could do is either, the way I did it was mapping it,
Okay.
and that's like that's a built-in function, but you could also like do a loop, or let's talk about it once.
You know, I just upgraded my Wi-Fi too. I don't understand.
I don't know. Like,
Um,
I think mine's like sucks too. But for some reason today was pretty good.
okay.
Usually I get interrupted, but you know, like I see people flying and then like doing the freeze. It's like that's not happening for me, I think. Okay. Oh
All right.
wow. Okay. So doing this will take up a lot of your memory, which is really bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you're doing a loop.
Oh,
Yeah. I would just go, maybe just do the map. The map is like a built-in, that's why it's really fast.
okay. So you had map in there, but I don't remember the function. Should I
Yeah,
just
it's pretty bad.
offline do the
So
calc?
what you have to do is here is, you know how from what you have right now, uh that like on top of total revenue, so maybe like total revenue equals sum profit loss.
Uh-huh.
Like between the on top of that, type like profit underscore loss equals map, and then parentheses int, and then revenue, comma revenue, comma revenue. Like with a small L or R, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then like for line 33, let's not print out revenue. This is, line, yeah, that one takes up a lot of memory as well.
Okay. Oh, wow. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then you don't want to, it's like one of those things, like you want to check it, but how can you check it if it's going to take you a lifetime, you know?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is what it is. It's there's another way. Maybe you have to test it with like less data. You know what you could do? Let me think. Let me think. Try to go back to the CSV file. This is another way.
Oh, CSV file.
Yeah, like you could actually truncate that. You know how there's a lot of rows,
Yes.
and then that's like killing you because there's so much rows in it. I would probably like for me. I'm just telling you, but maybe you don't have to do it because it's gonna mess around with your. I'm gonna do it on my end.
Okay.
And then see if it doesn't take that long if I run it. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't. It's giving me an error if I
Yeah.
truncate it. Okay, just try running your code. Let's see if it works first.
Okay.
Okay, we have another error. It's the same thing. Do you have that file open somehow, or that's pretty weird?
No.
That's the
Nope.
thing. It's the same thing. That is weird. Because even if mine is open or closed, it doesn't matter.
Oh, seriously? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, even if I open up my CSV, like let me think. And this is located in the same place as your other one, right?
Yeah, so we've got, you open the folder resources, and within that folder should be the CSV data. Is it that I need to not have a folder?
Okay, I think it's a spacing issue. Because let's try indent. Let's see. The way I have it, after the width, after line 10, the width,
Oh, yeah.
everything is indented.
Okay.
It's supposed to be inside that. Try to indent 16 to 20. You don't have to indent the comments, just the values.
Just the
16 to,
value.
yeah.
Okay.
The comments, they don't even run. So that guy, yeah. And
Okay.
also, yeah, like even the print, and then the for loop, yeah, all of it has to be shifted.
All of it? Okay.
Yeah. And then that guy, yeah. Because it's inside the width, let's say.
Okay. So it's the width starts there. Okay. And then the 4. And then do I need to indent all of these, you think?
You do, yeah. That's why I would like to work with, you could do it right now, yeah.
Okay.
Usually I work with it like one piece by piece.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. And then the print, you don't have to do that. Print is it on its own. Okay, try to run this on. Good. Like we passed that one, so that's good. We solved it. So 31. Yeah, if you think about it, that's pretty insane. Yeah? Like what the heck was that?
Yeah, that I never would have figured that one out.
Let's go to line 31, yeah. Line 31.
Months isn't defined, it says. Is it because...
Oh, it's months. It's months. It's supposed to be a month, yeah.
Ay. Okay. All right. Shift.
Okay, it moved on, I think. Yeah, it moved on. That's good. 30.
59.
Let's look at this one. Some revenue is not defined. Yeah, it's not, is it? It's not defined.
No, just revenue.
What is some revenue supposed to be?
The total revenue, because we did that.
I think now, if you think about it, like, I think we're good with total revenue then, right? It worked.
Yeah, because we already defined that. So total revenue, month counter. Wait, I did do a counter up here. Oh, I thought I did. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
this one I did a for loop as well.
Okay. Another for loop. Okay. Do I do it on the same like that?
Let's see. So what I would do here is start out with like maybe define your counter first up top. Like start out with 0. Like up top from above 39. Not like all the way up top, like above this guy.
Sorry.
Yeah, right here. Okay. Maybe use another like not I, something else. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Month counter, yeah, something like that. It equals 0.
Oops.
Okay. And then for this one, let me see, average revenue. Yeah, this one's a little tough actually, because the average revenue, average monthly change. The average monthly change here is pretty much the total, which is the sum of the revenue change. Do you have that one? The revenue change?
I don't have, let's see.
Yeah, you have the sum of the revenue change right there. It says sum revenue change.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have it up here though. I just have revenue change.
Okay. So let's see.
Or do I need to put it in parentheses, like the sum is a function?
The one thing you
Up
need to
here.
the one thing you need to create first is this revenue change,
Okay.
and then you need to sum it and you need to sum it later. But then, how do you create the revenue change? That's the question right now.
How do I create?
It's from the profit loss, right?
Yes, yes.
So
Yeah, so I did this. Yeah, what was the change from this?
I think what the profit loss is, it's just the revenue of the next one minus the revenue of the previous, right? I think that's the one.
If it's over month, yes, yes.
Yeah, like if so this revenue change is pretty much all the profit loss, but then you need to create the profit. You have profit loss. Okay, that's good. Your profit loss. Let me think. You already have profit loss.
Yeah, right here in the map.
Which is good. All you have to do now is just append. Revenue change is pretty much everything in profit loss. That's what I'm thinking. What is revenue change in here?
Revenue change equals total. No, that doesn't.
Revenue change is an empty list, so yeah, you could just append it. Yeah, I would just do that. So make that. Because you need to append that in that one. Just put in the dot append, like dot append, profit loss, like the way we did, and then like parentheses profit loss.
Oops, sorry.
Parentheses profit loss, yeah. And then since you already have profit loss, you don't even have to have the month counter, right?
No, since I have
Because then, because that was only because you had it as revenue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I can remove this. However, so I can remove that whole line, right?
You know, I'm almost thinking this. Does it give you the revenue or the profit loss? Because in that CSV file.
Gosh, I don't remember. Oops, sorry.
Budget data, profit and losses.
Profit and losses, yeah.
And it's profit if it's like a positive, and then losses if it's a negative.
Yeah, there we go. I don't want you to open.
So we should probably just, wouldn't it, and if you add that, wouldn't that just be your revenue?
Yeah, so I added I mean, mathematically, yes, if you add up the sum of the total of this
Is
was
all your revenue, yeah.
To month over now since no, it's total. No, it's the average. Hold on, I'm getting
Okay.
confused here.
That's all good.
I like so much going on here.
Because that's what I did. Like, I pretty much, I didn't name it profit loss. You know, when we did the total revenue, like you had total revenue, right?
Yeah.
Like, and that total revenue line 36, and then line 35, I made that as like revenue. Like that 35, I didn't make that profit loss. I made that revenue int, like an integer of revenue.
Oh.
Yeah, because that is revenue. It's not profit loss, is that profit and loss? Oh, that's what you're trying to do, profit and loss.
Yeah, so just adding up everything, just basically summing it up. All the positives and negatives. And then for the average monthly change, average monthly change, whether it's a profit or a
What did
loss.
it tell you about the revenue change? Like, what is the revenue change?
The revenue change, if the number mathematically, it's just, are you in positive or negative territory each month? Did you win or did you make money or lose money? So profits and losses. So
Okay.
what I'm trying to do is take that total revenue and then break it down further, like each month on, totaling the months.
Okay.
Taking the average function, and again, this is more Excel math.
Yeah.
Of that, of the profit and loss, and what's the average? What does it average out over those months? Are you making money or are you losing money? That's kind of where, but it's a month to month thing. So that's kind of where I was looking at this month counter thing. I found in one of his lessons, I think, and just kind of, it seemed to equate to a monthly change. And
Okay.
beyond that, Lord knows, I don't know.
What I would do is, I guess we could work with what you have right now. Let's just see. Like, we don't need the month counter. If it all goes like to, I mean, you could just copy the rest of what I have.
Well, whether I did or not, because I know we're like out of time now. I'll set up another session with you because I want to go beyond just homework and actually
I know.
dive in. But
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know. But like, what I'm saying is like, doing this kind of stuff, like trying to debug it, does take a lot of time.
Sure. No, and I get that, and I think each time this happens, I'll kind of soak it in more. But because the class is so fast, it's hard to take a breath. And
Let's take. Can you show me that data frame one? Maybe I'll just talk about. Do you have questions on the Panda stuff? I have like 10 minutes. I'll give it like 10 more minutes, and because I have a 6 o'clock, so I'm still good.
Okay.
Yeah, I have like 30 minutes, but let's just take a look at the if you have questions on the lecture stuff.
Yeah, I think just in general, just kind of slowing it down and like why I need pandas. And it looked good in class, like, I mean, these libraries, right?
Okay.
But to access them and then, it's the same time of learning Jupyter and what pandas were at the same time.
Yeah.
Taking it down a notch and just telling me step one, you know,
Okay. I
is
got,
that cool?
let me share my screen just a tad.
Okay.
Let me just like look at this one, and I'll cover like maybe just like one of them. Because like the main one really isn't that bad. It's so you know how like, you have these data for creating data frames, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so like the you know you import the pandas, then this is how you do it. And then like there's like three different ways that you can like create a data frame. You know you have panda series, where you have this raw data right here.
Yeah.
Like so, you know what the one I like is like this one. Like when you're creating the columns instead of like rows and the raw data. Uh,
Yeah, that one was a little difficult. I mean, he was, again, he's a programmer, so he's typing so fast.
oh
Uh,
yeah,
he'll
he's actually like so this is not. Oh man, yeah. I
Well,
know those words.
this
Like,
was pre-done, but then he would type it out again, and we would look at the screen, type it out ourselves.
okay.
But seeing the issue of like the parentheses and all the,
The
it's kind of
syntax.
how it all comes out.
Okay. Okay. Well, when you create a panda, pretty much, what it is just it's just a tool to like getting a list. You know, this is a list or a dictionary. This is a dictionary. And then like creating like a data frame. A data frame is just pretty much like a database, like this guy. And that in essence is just Excel in Python. Yeah, you have this data, you know, a list of things because this list of things it's hard to like perform anything on them. But if you create like this data frame, you can like take the average, you know, you can do some statistics, and that's how you want to create this data frame instead of like this list right here or a dictionary. So that's kind of like a why. How you create it is, you know, you have this bunch of things, and then you just have to test it. Like this right here will give you each row. For each individual one, you have this guy, right? Each element gives
Yep.
you that. And then
Yeah.
another way to create like a data frame is using, you know, that was a series, and then this one right here is like creating the rows. So if you take a look at this, like match what you have inside this guy. So you have state, right? And New Jersey and every which, and then take a look at this guy. This is like New Jersey, and this right here is pretty much the column. This is how I would do it, like just learning the syntax.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I don't like this one. The one I like best is this guy, and this is why. So when you create this guy, so like for each one of these, you know, like this is pretty much. Did he talk about dictionaries?
Yes, a little bit. In fact, states doc or underscore dicks, he said that a little bit of dictionaries, but I
Okay,
might will go maybe more into it, I'm guessing.
okay, okay. Anyways, like just to, like, it's not that bad. It's pretty much a dictionary is just a list. If you read the, you know, the lesson two with the collections that I have, I
Yeah.
defined it clearly there. Like, what is each one? Like, what is
Okay.
a list? What is a dictionary? What is like a what was the other one? There's a set and a tuple.
Oh,
Yeah, set
yeah,
tuple,
tuple. Yeah.
dictionary, and a list. Yeah, but the ones he's using here is a list and like a dictionary.
Okay.
Anyways, that's why that matters is like you know when you create this guy, right? You what you need to feed this panda data frame. This is just a function, right?
Uh-huh.
You need to feed it like a dictionary, like, and then what you want to understand is like, how do you create this from what is the input and then what is the output? So the input is this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the output is this. So maybe like, okay, the very first thing is the reason why I like this is everything on the left of the colon, you know, that dynasty and pharaoh, are the labels, right?
Yeah.
And everything on the right of the colon are the what the individual rows within those columns.
Hmm.
It's easier
So,
to see than this guy.
yeah, it is. It is for sure. And so I'm creating dictionaries. I'm not accessing any outstanding dictionary in the world, right? At this point, he's just teaching me,
Yeah.
this is
He,
creating a basic framework.
yeah, and then that's like how you start out with it. Like eventually, you're gonna do the you know the .csv, whatever we did.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That,
great.
That's how. That's how you. I think he even talked about it in here. Right here. Reading and writing CSV.
Oh yeah, yeah. In fact, that's where yeah, in fact, I think that
So like you see the sun right here.
oh
So
yeah.
like how you do it in like the very first thing you have to learn is how to create this guy using your predefined lists, like your own lists.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing is like now you know how to do that. Let's add like the pre-processing. Like now let's give you a real life like database. So you know that thing that we just typed, like the folder and then the CSV file, you can just do this. And you
Oh,
make that equal like a file, yeah. Yeah, like a variable, a file variable. And this is a string. And so you know what we did with the with and open?
yeah.
You could just do this like with open, and then this whole thing, you could put it in here. And then it's the same thing, right? This is CSV reader, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this what we did? Like resources, database, and then CSV reader. We put it
Yeah.
as is. But they're using F. We're not using F. We're using CSV reader.
Yep.
And so after you do that, he did this right here. Same thing. This is exactly what we did. We did like the read the CSV, but then this one is our CSV reader, and then he made it equal like something else. I think the main thing here is maybe first understand like how you create this guy, like these data frames from, like go through like how he did it is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Okay. Yeah.
And like and then from each one of these, we'll talk more about this later. I'll go over each one, maybe like we'll we'll take one of our databases and then kind of recreate like this guy.
Okay.
Okay, so
That would
yeah,
be
yeah. Let me know if there's like other questions you have. Obviously, when are you guys? Are you guys? Do you guys have a new homework? But after today?
Wednesday night, well, Thursday morning, he'll upload the next homework session, which is about pandas. I do know that. So,
Oh,
uh,
perfect. So we are gonna be working with these. That's perfect. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, after this homework, then we move away from Visual Studio and Terminal, I think, yeah, to Jupyter and pandas.
Okay.
So, for
I think
now.
that'll be the perfect time to talk about it then. Like when we're actually doing the lab work.
Yeah, right, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. I'll dive more into it. I'll learn more tonight. In fact, I'll just send you the lesson files. I know it sounds like you like to keep them to the side and understand. So I don't want to overwhelm your
No,
file
like
system,
please,
but
please send them to me. Like because like what I try to do is at least I don't want to just like work in a black box. Like I want to be in line with what you guys are talking about and kind of explain steps that you guys
sounds
are doing.
that's
Yeah,
great.
I think this will be good because then I think for the next one, like, we can talk about like doing more of like my way of like teaching pandas, and
Okay.
then kind of like dive into when you guys have that on Thursday, right? You said, or whenever you guys will, if you can
Uh,
send.
yeah, well, I'll send it to you Thursday as soon as he posts it.
Okay, and when do you want to do another one?
Definitely this week. I think I'm gonna try and upload, make sure my homework works. Um,
Okay.
I may just email you on that.
Yeah, please
And
do. Like email the one that we were working on. Like try figure out some of the taking it a step further, and then email me when you get stuck.
I'll do that. And then, even if I take half hour of your time by, tomorrow or Wednesday, just to
Yeah.
finalize that as far as I can go, print it out,
Yes.
submit
Yeah.
it, then we
Yeah.
start fresh. And so maybe this Friday's usually good if you're available.
Yeah. I
Just because
think yeah, Fridays are good for me. Yeah.
yeah, just I can concentrate a little bit more on this stuff versus um, some work stuff.
Okay.
So I'll set another Friday session with you, and then like I said, if I need another half hour for
Yes.
this homework, then definitely you'll see it for tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yes. Yeah. Please do that. Yeah. I'm free. Send it to me by email, and then I'm gonna do my best to like get it to a form where you know, like maybe I'll figure out a different way, like versus the how I did it.
Me
And
too.
then, yeah, and then so you can take it that route and then kind of like compare it. It's like, oh, how is it? Because, you know, the way I did it, I mean, it's faster.
Sure, and you know, and for sure, like last resort, you know, like the payroll is pretty much yours because, like I said, by hour 6, I was on I was a brain freeze. The pay bank, though, I really wanted to try something different. I even tried another script that went completely away from yours,
Yeah.
and I haven't, and it didn't test well either, or it didn't test, you know, come out either. So I'll see what that one's about. But
Yeah. Yeah,
um,
just send it to me and then like tonight and then I should be able to look at it and then like give you more
okay.
feedback.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate all your time to this.
Yeah, I know,
It's
like, sorry, like, yeah, your class is definitely, yeah, you guys are jumping the gun, like, it's pretty fast, because then most of the time people, you know, like, you know how, like, you covered, what is that, 7 lessons? That was, like, all in one day? 10
yeah,
lessons?
it is like hardcore. It's, I mean, they, you know, it's a boot camp for a reason, but I didn't want to,
Yeah, it is 10,
I
right?
didn't
It's
want to
about
deal
that.
with the master's program at this point, and you know, it's
Yeah.
like so.
You
Um,
also, like, one thing I can say is, you'll learn something, but maybe you're gonna, you know, he's gonna give you all the different, like, sets of resources. And
yeah,
then you're definitely gonna learn half of it, or maybe like a quarter, and you'll go back, but at least you learn something, is what I'm saying.
yeah, absolutely. And I think I'll learn at least what I like and will
Yeah,
want to continue learning, and then what I want to not know.
yeah, yeah. One thing I can say though, like this, the whole getting the pen, you know, the communication between like a CSV file or Excel to a Python, like whatever this is we're doing right now here.
Yeah,
This is like the main thing, like because then you know in data science you have to like get the hardest part I think is like getting your file to be workable.
for
Like,
sure.
and then you remember like the calculations is easy, right? You just do a calc after you have everything set up.
Well,
Like same with VBA, like you have to set it up, and once it's set up so that you can work with it, then you print it out. So it's always like setting it up takes a lot of time, and then setting it up takes pandas. You know, like it's like the way to do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. It is. Well, we'll talk more about it later.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Paul. I'll email you what I have, and so you can see what I've been struggling with, and we'll go from there.
Okay, cool. All right, have a good one.
Thank you. Take care.
Yep.